Hello, I'm Antonius from Greek Action News. For our first story, 50 miles southwest of Thessalonica is the bustling metropolis of 20,000 people, Berea. With its sizable Jewish community, it's peculiar that there's been an uprising with people, Jews and Gentiles alike, converting to Christianity, a new religion based on the teachings, life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. This uprising in conversions has been rumored to be linked to an apostle named Paul, who has been ministering and witnessing to the people, the neighboring cities, and gatherings about what he's learned about who he claims to be the Lord. Just last week, he was in Thessalonica, preaching to the less than receptive Jewish community there.
I don't believe what you're teaching.
I don't believe what you're teaching.
No! I don't believe what you're teaching!
Now out to our field reporter Phineas for what he's been learning about in Berea.
Thanks, Antonius. This is Phineas, in Berea, reporting on what has become somewhat of an overnight sensation here. Paul, the apostle from Tarsus, who has been traveling all over the Mediterranean, preaching the good news, otherwise known as the gospel of Jesus Christ, has made his most recent stop in the city of Berea. Reports from eyewitnesses say that the moment he arrived, he went straight to the local synagogue to witness the Jewish community. This seems to be a trait of Paul's, going first to the Jewish people, with whom he shares much of the same background and heritage, and then on to the Gentile people. I have my first witness here, Joshua, Moses' son, who says that he was one of the Jewish people that Paul preached to first. This is what he has to say.
Well, hello there. Yes, I am Joshua, Moses' son, and I was there when Paul came to preach to us about the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus of Nazareth. In his own words in Greek, Paul said that the way we received the gospel was eugenistra, which in English means noble and open-minded. We were very careful to approach the teachings of Paul without preconceived notions or judgments. We wanted to see if his teachings were true, and so we went to diligently study and examine the scriptures to verify the accuracy of his words. We were eager to receive his teachings.
Yes, and along with many Jewish people that accepted the gospel of Jesus Christ, there was a good response from the Gentiles as well. The Gentile men and women of the aristocracy were among the first to come to faith in Jesus. This was a peaceful ministry until the story went sour. The less than receptive Thessalonian Jews became, in mild terms, angry and envious of the newly converted Berean people and trekked the 50 miles all the way here to agitate and stir up the crowds. Here we have a clip of the riot that ensued.
Wow, 50 miles is a long way to go to start a riot. Those people must be very motivated.
Yes, indeed they were. It became so unruly that some of the Christian brothers of faith made the judgment to call that it was unsafe for Paul to be there, and the situation needed to be diffused. So they ushered Paul to Athens, Greece, leaving Silas and Timothy, his co-apostles, in Berea for another week. All in all, an eventful week here. Back to you, Antonius.
And that's it for tonight's news. Thanks, Phineas. That's the way the toga wraps.